Hey, let's talk about it, cause honestly we need to talk about social issues, just uplifting my people. Yeah, let's talk about it. Come join the conversation. A connection's what we're creating. Yeah.
Boom. Let's talk about it. So I'm gonna say this, and not too many people might not get it. You're gonna have to be in this situation to understand what I'm about to say, right? There is a segment of people that want to win, then there's us that have to win. I'm gonna say it again. There is a segment of people that want to win, but then there's us that have to win. What I mean by that, there's days that sometimes I just want to take a day off, right? Like just take a day off of everything. Not think, not feel, not, you know what I'm saying? Just go, you know what I'm saying? Just off the map, right? But if I do that, there's a chain of events that happens, right? Because I believe that God has put me in a position that it's bigger than just me. You see, I was fortunate enough to be raised by my grandparents, and I talk about my grandparents all the time. That just lets you know the impact that they had on my life. But I saw my grandparents go through some of the most horrible things that you can ever think of. Like my uncle passed in my grandmother's arms, you know what I'm saying, at the house. My grandparents were stolen from, lied on. I mean, just anything that you can think of, they went through. And I remember when I was younger, watching them go through it. And I was upset. Like I wanted to do something to, you know what I'm saying? Like I was upset, right? But I remember the sentiment of my grandfather. And in moments that I thought he was weak because he didn't do nothing, as I grew older, I understood that, he was strong because he recognized that it was bigger than him. You see, at the age of 44 and going through some of the things that I have went through, the reason why I don't hope for the best, I just know the best is going to happen, is because of the example that he set. Can you imagine that, the sanctity of your home is disturbed by, you know what I'm saying, the people that you love, right? And you still got up every Sunday to go preach at church. You still went to prayer on Monday. Still went to Bible class on Wednesday. Still went to service on Friday, right? Like this was his life. So when I encountered things, I already had the blueprint that this gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? Like I had that because I think that he knew it was bigger than him. And now in my everyday life, how I handle certain things, right? The kids they gonna be like, okay, I see, you know what I'm saying? I see my dad, you know what I'm saying? He always pump up and he do this, that, and other, and they take that on. See, that's why I started this out saying, some people want to win, some of us gotta win. What my grandfather had to endure, what my grandmother had to endure, they knew it was a bigger purpose. So now I'm here. I got to see firsthand that it is possible to live a faithful life. It's possible to trust in God. I saw that every day. Every day I saw that. And even when I messed up, I saw firsthand. So a lot of times, people that have to win, you're put in situations that, it's not that, I hope God works it out for me. No, you got to have that faith because so many things rely on you. If you're the type of person that, you go into the workspace and it seems like people confide in you. People want to come be around you. And here you are talking about, I don't feel like being bothered, blah, 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 this, that, and other, right? Well, guess what? Someone is depending on the word that you have to say. I do these videos. I don't know who it's reaching. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who day that it might make better, right? But I still do it every day because somebody out there needs to hear something. They need to hear something. And so many times you get wrapped up in the I'm not popular. I'm not this, that, and the other, blah, 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 right? You fall off your calling, but it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? Like how you do life is going to affect everybody else. I'm telling you, I used to get so upset with some of the stuff that I had to deal with, some of the stuff that I'm dealing with. I still get upset, but I sit back and I think it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. And when I think back on, what my grandparents had to endure, and I remember that every milestone in my life, the first thing that I wanted to do was to run to them and tell them, hey, listen, I just did this. Hey, listen, this just happened. And my grandfather would always just look at me and be like, yeah, he wasn't shocked. You know what I mean? It's because he prayed. He prayed. He did everything that you're supposed to do. But see, faith doesn't say stand still. You got to be moving. That's why I say faith without works is dead. You have to be moving. So for a while in my life, I was stagnant. He was praying, I was stagnant. And now that I'm older, I think back, to those times that I know his spirit must have been weary. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, because I know he saw greatness in me, but I wasn't moving. So I know, now thinking back that he probably was just thinking like, man, if you just, if you just trust God, if you just do what you're supposed to do, I'm making the sacrifices, you do what you're supposed to do. So every time that I, start, understanding my role, he would always just look at me like, yeah, okay. Hey, Papa, hey, I just made rank. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. And then, I used to sit back and like, man, you ain't excited. It's because it was expected. So what I'm trying to tell somebody out there is that you can look at what everybody else is doing. And a lot of these people have an option to want to win, but they don't want to put the work in to win. But for you, you have to win, because your winning affects everybody else around you. You see, we have this saying that, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I kind of, differ, because being blessed does bring some stress because we're human. But being blessed, you have the handbook to let you know that, yeah, stress is going to come, but X, Y, and Z is going to come too. Yeah, I know I got to go through some stuff, but I know the outcome. See, that's having faith. So when people rely on, I'm too blessed to be stressed, this, that, nothing. Nah, because blessings bring stress. You just got the cheat code on how to get past that stress. That's why I'm a firm believer in words have power. I don't like people saying, man, I'm hoping for the best. No. Not hoping. I have faith that this is going to happen. And guess what? And if it doesn't happen, it wasn't for me. I think about all them doors that I thought was closing in my face, only to realize God was just protecting me. I wasn't supposed to go in that door. And what a lot of people do, that door shuts, they think, no, I'm about to kick the door in. You know what I'm saying? Nah, blah, 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 blah. They don't want me in these circles. I'm about to push my way into them circles, and pushing your way into them circles will literally kill you. Will literally kill you. So you have to understand that sometimes you got to sit back and just thank God for what didn't happen. I thank God that a couple of years ago, that position that I wanted didn't happen, because if it happened, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So anyways, man, I'm going to close this just by saying what I said in the beginning. Some people want to win, and some of us got to win. Some of us, we can't afford to take those moments elapse to where we ain't trusting God today. We just gonna go on our own. Some of us can't afford that because it's bigger than us. And a lot of people's, like how they're gonna do life is directly tied to you. And if you don't want that responsibility, fine. Go be like everybody else. But I believe that if God puts you in a place, he's gonna lead you through it. You just gotta have faith.